Day 7 at the Crandon Park Tennis Centre, and a packed lineup of all 8 fourth-round matches ahead, with 4 of the top 5 seeds in action. First up on centre court, last year's runner-up Kei Nishikori took on Federico Delbonis for the first time in 6 years. The Japanese #1 took the opening set 6-3, but then began to wilt in the midday heat. It was Delbonis who had the early break in set 2.
So Delbonis erases Nishikori's first chance to break here in this set.
At the start of the decider, the #2 seed was under pressure, Nishikori having to dig into his reserves of energy to stay alive.
Oh, what a rally.
Recovering an early break, Nishikori turned the momentum back his way. Match points followed soon after.
Well, despite a second match with over 40 unforced errors from Nishikori, he wins.
6-3, 4-6, 6-3.
Miami fan favourite Rafael Nadal would square up against Nicolas Mahut for the first time in 6 years. The 35-year-old Frenchman rolling back the years with his deepest ever run in Miami. There was little to choose between the two in set 1, but Nadal doing just enough to secure the break midway through the opening set.
He had an opportunity, Mahut. Nadal a little indecisive off the initial slice that forced him up the court. You can see he retreated here, but just far too telegraphed.
Although Mahut was holding serve, Nadal would do all he could to keep the Frenchman under pressure.
Yeah, well done.
A tiebreak would be needed to decide this one, but Rafa was safely on his way into the final 8.
Well, that was a good match. Mahut held his own. Good performance from Nadal against a tricky opponent.
Over to Roger Federer then to see if the former world #1's remarkable run in 2017 would be maintained against the ever-consistent Roberto Bautista Agut. And so it would prove, both players matching each other blow for blow, until finally Federer ground out set points in the first set breaker.
And the final nail in the opening set. He had to work for it, but Federer stays perfect, hasn't dropped a set in Miami.
Bautista Agut, though, just didn't know when he was beaten. Time and again, Federer having to produce several world-class shots in the same rally.
Oh, the wand once again. And the magic in Miami.
Again, a tiebreak would be needed in set 2, and again, Federer wasn't found wanting.
A sturdy effort from Roberto Bautista Agut as he takes Roger Federer to 2 tiebreak sets. And now his 8th consecutive victory puts him back to the Elite 8 in Miami.
Sasha Zverev came back from the brink the day before against John Isner, and it would be the same story here against Stan Wawrinka, playing on the top seed's 32nd birthday. Coming back from a set down, this was another landmark moment in the early career of the young German.
Zverev breaks Wawrinka for the 5th time today, and in doing so produces a victory, his first quarterfinal at a Masters 1000 event, and he takes down the top seed in doing so.
Thomas Berdych is looking to rediscover the form that saw him as a long-time member of the top 10 club. The Czech powerhouse still yet to drop a set in Miami after seeing off Frenchman Adrian Mannarino. Fabio Fognini has maintained his own Miami momentum. The mercurial Italian ending Donald Young's fine run in straight sets. Fognini into his first Masters 1000 quarter-final for 3 years. There would be a local player guaranteed in the final 8, though, with US #1 Jack Sock dominating his match over his young countryman Jared Donaldson, 6-2, 6-1 in just over an hour. And in the evening session, Nick Kyrgios was again too powerful for the guile of David Goffin. A straight sets victory for the Australian #1 to end the day. So to the business end of the Miami Open presented by Itaú. The quarterfinals set to get underway on Wednesday at the Crandon Park Tennis Centre.